I can clean it if you want.
So, what shall I ask you? Whatever you feel.
You can ask me whatever you feel you need to ask.
What were you like as a little child?
As a child, I was rather mischievous,
Yeah?
shall we say. I lived on an estate in Wisewood, which is in Sheffield, in case the camera doesn't know. And pretty much there. When I was really young growing up there, I had two friends who were brothers, called Alex and James. I used to go around there, play on their Game Boys, Pokemon and shit, and have water fights. And they had loads of toys in their garage, and they had a really steep drive, so you could fuck around with their bubble cars and stuff. But then once I grew up, I was hanging around with another set of brothers, which was Tom and Jamie Jackson, who during that stage I began to think why and started taking a lot of drugs.
What do you mean started thinking why?
Why live like I'm living at the moment? Why not do something else? Well, it was about, let's say about 2 years between the old set of brothers and the new set of brothers. I started playing guitar in between and started taking a lot of hallucinogens, learning how to play guitar. And one day, because we all lived on the same estate, these two brothers were walking past my house. They saw me playing guitar and just like, whoa, this guy's pretty cool. And yeah, I started hanging around with them, got into skateboarding, hung around with them for maybe like 4 or 5 years, like Devonshire Green, 9 o'clock in the morning, just being proper fucked.
Why 9 in the morning? Oh, because you've not been to bed?
No, not because we haven't been to bed, just because I was young and I could wake up at 9 o'clock in the morning.
9 o'clock in the morning doesn't exist anymore.
Well, not at our age. But it existed in the morning, like maybe 13, 14-year-old. And then like everybody, my parents, their parents, everybody who lived on our estate could tell that I was like proper digging drugs and shit, so they decided to shun me, not let me hang around with their kids.
But surely it was the kids' decision themselves. I mean, if they're your friends...
It was their decision, but they were too young to make it themselves.
Yeah,
they were more influenced by me being on mind-bending drugs at the time. So it was a decision between my parents and their parents to just...
Oh, what did your parents think about that then? Were they cool with it? Or?
My mum was not really happy about the fact that I was on drugs and shipped me off to live with my dad. Who tried his best to control me, but he's also an alcoholic himself, so he couldn't stop me hanging around with all the people that I used to hang around with. So
yeah. So you don't need someone to control you, you need to just explore who you are. Really.
Exactly, yeah. Drugs just ensued, took control of everything, and like 5 or 6 years have passed between there where I've been like either skateboarding or taking fucking stupid drugs, man. I was addicted to heroin for about 5 or 6 months, and since then I've moved on a little bit. I've gone on to realise that shit like that ain't needed, and started to go on to hallucinogens. Smoked weed for a long fucking time. Didn't realise what it was doing to me, and carried on going and going and going and going. And here I am now, really, with the only people I really need to know, who understand me, and they understand.
Unloading your life story onto my girlfriend?
No, I'm unloading my life story onto a camera because it feels like it's a different personality, which has nothing to say about me, and I have nothing to say about it, so I can unload on it. It stores my thoughts.
Yeah. You said you wanted a dictaphone earlier, anyway.
I did want it. I've wanted a dictaphone for quite a while.
I've got a dictaphone.
Not because I want to record my thoughts, just because I want to hear how my own voice sounds without hearing it for myself from my own mind. I want to hear it from a different perspective. Because apparently I'm really good at impressions.
Yeah, you really are. But can you do an impression of me?
No, because I haven't known you for long enough, so I don't know how I could get around Knowing how you think and how you sound all the time. How you sound in different moods, in other words.
Yeah.
Sounds the same in every mood.
No, I don't. I think I've got several different voices.
You don't really?
I'm good at compromising between, not compromising, that's completely the wrong word. I'm good at differentiating, that's the one, between different moods of people and exploiting it myself into my own thoughts and throwing it through my mouth. I'm not quite sure if I covered my past, but I don't mind because I've pretty much told you everything you need to know.
Yeah, it's not really about the past, it's more about where you are now.
Where I am now is amazing. Guitar, even though I stopped for maybe 2 or 3 years ago when I was heavily into drum and bass and electronic music.
Yeah, I was listening to you earlier, it sounds good.
Picked it back up. I picked it back up rather easily as well.
Needs a skit to dance.
As cliche as it may sound, it's like riding a bike. Once you've learned, you never really forget.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Cool.
So pick that back up. I'm in a good place right now. Apart from shit that's happened today that I can't be asked to explain to a camera.
You're not going, Joel?
Anyway, it is tough.
Need to go?
Alright then, well, we're going now, so...